And good morning, everyone. I'm Kira Phillips in for Diane Macedo. Thanks so much for streaming with us. We begin with breaking news. The FDA has now granted full approval of the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine, making it the first COVID vaccine to transition from emergency authorization status to full FDA approval. For more now on the FDA's approval of the Pfizer vaccine, I'd like to bring in physician at Stanford Children's Hospital Health with Dr. Alok Patel. Dr. Patel, let's talk about, first of all, what does this FDA approval actually mean for all of us right now?
Well, good morning, Kara. What this basically means is that with 6 months of safety data, now remember, emergency use authorization only requires a couple months, that the vaccine is still safe, is still effective, and now it just opens the door for more universities, businesses, corporations, even local and state governments to mandate the vaccine. And hopefully what this means is that people out there who wanted to wait and see or wanted to see more safety data got exactly what they wanted this morning. So this is all optimistic news.
So how much of a difference then, with that in mind, do you think this is going to make for people that were very hesitant about getting the vaccine? Is this a sign to them that, look, we've done the research, it's safe, get it?
Totally, Kara. So based anecdotally, with how many patients, people messaging me on Instagram, friends and family who are talking about wanting to see more safety data, this is huge for them. This is game changing. If I go just directly off numbers, we've all heard about those survey numbers coming from Kaiser saying about 3 in 10 unvaccinated Americans said they wanted to see more data. They wanted to see a full FDA approval. If we look at 3 in 10, that's 30%. 90 million eligible Americans have not yet gotten vaccinated. So that's potentially a difference of tens of millions of people. So that is big. Hopefully, the other group of people who are vaccine hesitant will see this and say, OK, that is 6 months of safety data. It's still over 90% efficacious. And this is data coming in from multiple continents. This is safe. This is work. I'm going to go and get it.
All right. So then what do you think? How can this help stop the spread of the Delta variant that so many of us are so concerned about right now?
Well, I think this is going to do 3 things. Number one, like we just mentioned, it's going to hopefully address some of the concerns that the vaccine hesitant have. Number 2, there's going to be more mandates in place. So hopefully people, even if they weren't thinking about it before or they were hesitant, will stop now to ask their doctors, ask a trusted source. This is mandated at my work. Do I need to get this? And number 3, Kira, is that a full FDA approval allows for some of those off-label uses, such as boosters. And so these are 3 different approaches here. But remember, there's still a large population who is not getting vaccinated for other reasons. So this does not mean that we have to step the foot off the gas pedal in terms of targeted messaging to certain groups and addressing misinformation. That still has to happen.
All right. So you just mentioned the booster shots. What does this mean for that?
Well, this means that, the Pfizer booster shot, so that's the 3rd shot for Pfizer, can likely get approval now because of the full FDA approval for Pfizer. Moderna is still going to need a little bit more time. That's supposed to get full FDA approval in a couple of weeks. Johnson & Johnson, we haven't seen yet. So this could potentially start happening as of September 20th, just kind of based on the rough estimate about when the boosters can go for those people who got the Pfizer shot. And polls are also showing that a large percentage of Americans who have been vaccinated are in favor of a booster shot. But we've been talking about this since the first day the vaccines rolled out. If we just are focusing on people who are fully vaccinated getting a booster shot, and we're not totally addressing equity, we're not out of this pandemic yet. So while this is good news, it's not a complete end in sight.
All right. So it's not a complete end, but on a larger scale, in any way, shape or form, can you give a guess to what this could do for the global fight to just eradicate COVID?
Well, we have a ways to go in terms of the global fight, because I'm not sure, and I don't think anyone is, that the FDA approval is really going to be able to address some of the inequities we're seeing globally. A lot of that has to do with distribution of the vaccines and also the infrastructure to give them out on the ground level in some of these lower income countries. But that needs to be top and center priority. I think the latest statistics showed that less than 2% of people in low income countries have gotten at least 1 shot. They're not waiting for full FDA approval. They said earlier this year that they wanted the vaccine. So that is a separate thing that we need to address right now. But for anyone out there who is still hesitant and says, I need more data, and you don't trust the FDA, you don't trust the same governing body that has approved over 1,000 medications here in the United States. And so there's 2 groups of people out there. There's a vaccine hesitant who I hope this message really reaches and they see the safety data and they trust it. But then there's other people out there who say, I don't believe in the vaccines. I don't believe in COVID. And that's a whole separate issue.
Right. All right, Dr. Alok Patel, thank you so much. And I'm getting word now that the FDA is going to hold a briefing this morning around 11 a.m. Eastern. I know you'll be monitoring that. We'll also bring it to you live as soon as it happens.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.